Scared money don't make money. What is up, guys? Ginn here, and in today's video, I want to talk about a very important concept, a very world-changing perspective that I think a lot of wholesalers watching this, a lot of real estate investors, heck, entrepreneurs need to know. And this is the simple lesson of scared money won't make you any money. The honest truth here, guys and gals, is your fear is not going to make you any money. You being scared, you not taking action, that is not going to make you money. What is truly going to give you success in life, what is truly going to give you success in whatever you dream of in the real estate space, it's all going to come from courage. It's going to come from consistency. It's going to come from hard work. It's going to come from the things that aren't exciting. It's going to come from the things that aren't sexy. It's going to come from things that aren't the things that you don't want to do. The things that you don't want to do are going to lead you to wholesaling success. It's with really anything in life. Anything that is worthwhile is going to be difficult. But that is the point. Everybody wants to get this goal of being super successful and rich. And the problem is most people aren't rich. So if you figure out that most people aren't rich, but you want to become rich, you're going to have to do what most people aren't willing to do. And this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the biggest difference between the people that do the stuff that nobody wants to do, and then the people going out here and doing the stuff that nobody wants to do. Are you going to be in that camp that wants to do things, or the camp that to do the things that everyone's doing, right? And the truth is, you can be in whatever camp you want, right? But if you want to be in the camp of winners, people are truly successful in wholesaling, like the real legit ones, not the fake gurus, but the legit people making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars every single year. If you want to be in that crowd has very common things. They pretty much all do the same thing. It's pretty much the opposite of what you see with people that are unsuccessful. It's pretty easy, but they do the things that unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. That is it. So the person that doesn't want to work hard, if you find all the successful people, they all worked hard. Knowing that, it's no big secret, right? And so if you want to be that person that wants to become successful, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how being scared is going to stop you. We're going to talk about exactly what you can do to overcome this fear, this scaredness, and actually how to go up here and become successful, right? I think so many wholesalers, they have this whole business confused. And I hopefully want to simplify it a little more. Hopefully want to give everybody watching this some more value and honestly help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can be. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I know I'm going to help a lot of people out today. I know I'm going to change lives today. And so that's the point. That's what I want to do. And that's how we're going to help the people out. But before we get into it, guys, you know what to do. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss or forget to watch any of my live streams. And obviously below, comment below your questions. We love doing one-on-ones. If you see on the pinned, I'll go talk to anybody one-on-one for free and really help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can be. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. And let's talk about how scared money don't make money, right? Let's talk about this, right? And so it's a simple sentence. It's a simple thing. We've probably heard it a bunch of times. But what does it really mean? And I'm not here to give you a foo-foo video today. I'm here to give you actual action to do, right? And the truth is, if you're scared, the money is not going to come to you, right? Scared money is not going to be actual good money, right? Like, you don't make money by being scared. The only people that make money by making things scary are gurus, because they try to scare you, take money from you, and that's it, right? The true people in wholesaling that make money, they're not scared. They have confidence. They go out here and do the things they have to do. They have discipline. They work hard, right? That is what they do. And so being scared is going to make you no money at all. And so for people that are like, I'm scared, but I also want to make money, you got to understand that being scared and making money is not going to be the thing, all right? It's like being cold and being hot. You can't be both things at once. Maybe your feet are cold and your upper body's hot, but like, you're not going to be in like really hot weather and then be cold unless you have some like, disease or something, or you have some medical condition, right? Like, it doesn't work like that. You're not going to be both at the same time. You're not going to be ice and fire at the same time. You got to be one. And the truth is, if you want to be fire, you cannot be an iceberg, right? And if you want to be an iceberg, You can't be fire, right? Like you have to decide which one you want to be. And so the truth is when you are scared, you're not going to make money. And so the people that are scared right now, you got to realize that's not going to make you any money. And so either you stay scared, you stay broke, or you change everything up. And I get all this all the time, like, Zach, but you don't understand. I'm an introvert. I'm way different. I'm completely different than you. Guys, you got to understand that introverts actually make more money in wholesaling than extroverts. This is a shocking statement for most people, but introverts will make more money than extroverts because introverts actually know how to understand, read people, and not blabber mouth and actually talk to sellers the right way. They actually get the best acquisitions. It's a shocker for most people. That's absolutely true. It's the biggest excuse I've seen from very shy and scared people in wholesaling that they get scared, like that they're scared, right? And it's just a skill to learn. You're going to figure out the biggest actors, the biggest people on television, they're all introverts. Like most of them are. And it's because you don't have to be an extrovert to do the things that work hard, right? Some of the richest men of all time, they're introverts, right? And so that's one of the biggest excuses I get. Oh, I'm just not good at talking to sellers. Of course you're not good at talking to sellers. You can't lift 400 pounds because you're not used to lifting weights, right? It's just, guys, there's things out here that you make excuses for that if you actually worked hard, they wouldn't be excuses anymore. Oh, I'm just terrible at talking to sellers. Oh, I get no leads. And no. If you market a lot, you will be drowning in leads. A lot of excuses I get. Oh, Zach, the deal fell through today. The deal didn't fall through. Either you didn't talk to enough cash buyers, your marketing sucked, or you locked the thing up too high. Which one is it? That is it, right? Like there's every excuse in wholesaling real estate. I've talked to pretty much all of them, right? I've gone from wholesalers that are blind to get the first wholesaling deal. So if you're blind, I know blind people that do well, people with disabilities, people in pretty much South America, South Africa, Europe, like pretty much any continent out here except for Antarctica. Haven't had a wholesaler send me a check that they made from Antarctica, but like pretty much every region of the world, I've helped people get virtual wholesaling deals. And so the excuses aren't here because the excuses are scared money. And like I've told you before, scared money don't make money. And once you realize that fear is making you broke, the fear of not starting, the fear of talking to a seller, the fear to go out here and cold call, the fear to go out here and market to your deal to more cash buyers, the fear to not ask that extra question to the cash buyer because maybe they say something mean or maybe they don't want to buy the deal anymore. It all is underlining to a simple fear, a simple fear. And it might not be like a deathly shaking fear, but it's a fear that's stopping you from taking action. And, everyone has the villain in their story, right? You got to watch Harry Potter. They got Voldemort, right? You go watch, you go watch Rocky. They got Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed's good. And then you got, Drago, and then you got Rocky, right? Every hero, you got Superman, and then you got Lex Luthor, right? Like you got Thanos, you got all the Avengers, right? Like you look at any cool story, right? Like any movie, video game, whatever it is, right? There's always the hero, there's always the villain you got to overcome, right? And in wholesaling real estate, people really think that the villain is, the other wholesalers, right? Your competition. This is a big thing a lot of wholesalers have. It's my competition. That's who I'm going with, right? And the honest truth is that's not the villain. This is the scariest thing for most people. But in your wholesaling story, your villain is the hero, and your hero is the villain. And like, wait, what are you talking about, Zach? What I'm talking about is the true person that is stopping you from becoming successful is yourself. You're the only person who is actually capable of stopping you. Legit for me, the only person that can stop me is myself. That is it. The only person that can stop me from making 100K this month, the only person stopping me is myself, right? If I decide to just fire everyone and stop all my teams and stop it, that's the only thing that's going to stop me from not making 6 figures this month. You know why? Because I already got the systems in place. It's all rolling, right? It's all rolling. But if I stop doing what I need to do, then it won't happen. What's stopping me from, let's say lifting 100 pounds, right? Like what is stop? Actually, let's use an example. What's stopping me from benching 300 pounds? There's nothing really stopping me, right? Like it's all me, right? Unless I have some debilitating like arthritis or something, God forbid ever happens to me, right? Like as long as I don't anything out of my control, but like as long as I keep lifting weights and like I eat right, like it's all me that's stopping me from being that level, right? That's the only thing stopping me, right? What's stopping me from doing this? Most of the things in wholesaling and sometimes in life, it's mostly you. And I found out the quitters in life, the losers in wholesaling. And I call them losers because they quit. They're quitters. It's not a mean term, but if you quit wholesaling, you're a quitter in wholesaling, right? I've always found the people that quit will always quit with the excuse. And, it's not like sports where it's a win and a loss, like on a board. Because there's people that lose very gracefully in sports, right? But this isn't sports because nobody remembers the losses in wholesaling. They only remember the wins. And so the fear is going to be making you broke. The thing that's stopping you is yourself. And once you figure out how to overcome yourself, you become unstoppable. And once you figure out that your biggest enemy is you, your biggest competition is yourself, and once you learn how to overcome yourself, that'll make you a lot of money. A lot of wholesalers, they have a lot of struggles in life starting out. And I want everyone to understand that everyone's got their struggle, everyone, right? Some people have it worse than others, but they're all struggles. And so would you rather struggle being broke or struggle with working hard? If you struggle with working hard, it's going to struggle the same, except the end result's going to be you being rich. If you struggle with, not dealing with your problems, right? So if you struggle with being broke and not doing anything about it, you're going to just be in an endless loop of struggling. If you struggle with the hard work, it'll always end up better. So if you pick the struggle, it'll end up right way, right? And so we're talking about what we call the 3 C's, okay? And so I call it the 3 C's of success. But this is going to be courage. So courage will make you rich. Confidence will make you rich. And consistency will make you rich. Let's talk about this one more time. All right, the 3 C's of success. Courage, actually going out here and going over the fear, overcoming the issues that you are having. Just to start calling, start talking to sellers, start going on appointments. The courage, the confidence, you actually believing what you're saying. So the real definition of confidence I have found is actually believing what you're saying, believing in what you're doing, believing in your actions. This is what confidence truly is. And confidence is just the belief in what you say and in the actions you do. And so I'm very confident telling you that it takes hard work to become successful because I truly believe in my soul when I talk to you that hard work is going to be the only thing that's going to determine your success right now. There's luck on it, but most of it's going to be hard work and dedication. And if you consistently do this, right? The third thing, consistency. If you consistently do the work every single day that is required, you consistently go out here and talk to sellers. You consistently talk to motivated sellers. I said that twice, but you consistently talk to cash buyers. You consistently follow up, and you do it over and over and over and over again, and you don't quit. That is your way. You don't quit. You never give up, and you just go after it every single day, and you show people you are not going to be broken. That is when people's eyes light up. You're like, this person does not stop. This person does not quit. And the people that don't quit in life, the people that never surrender in life, they're the true heroes. And I can tell you countless people. But look at any true heroes you have in life that has lived in the world, and they're all going to have those 3 C's. I've had one person I've looked up to that really doesn't have the 3 C's. Courage, confidence, and consistency. The consistency part is the thing that nobody really talks about. Consistently going through struggle to become the person they want to be, right? And so when you look at all these people, it really changes everything. And think of people that you look up to. They all got the 3 C's. And if they don't have the 3 C's, maybe you're not looking up to the right people. That's all I can tell you here. But when I talk to people out of fear, a lot of them have a fear and they don't know where this fear comes from. And I want you to understand that this fear is going to come from the uncertainty of what you're doing. most people have this reaction to doing something, right? So I talked to someone and said, Zach, next Monday, I'm going to start cold calling, right? And they call me on like a Wednesday. I'm like, why don't you cold call right now? Right? You get the little, I can't cold call right now. Like, why can't you cold call right now? What's physically stopping you? Are you tongue tied? Like, what's going on? Jaw wired? Like, the truth is, if you can just have a one-on-one conversation with me, and this gets a little people in the one-on-ones a little fearful, but like, if you can talk to me on a one-on-one chat, you can cold call a seller. You can easily communicate to me your problems. You can easily communicate to a motivated seller that you're looking to buy some properties for cash. It's really not that difficult to communicate that. And if you can go out here and communicate to your motivated sellers that you're looking to buy some more properties for cash, and you get a yes, and you go through the MCTP and everything we teach at freewholesaling.com, there's literally nothing stopping you from becoming successful. Fear comes from uncertainty of what you're doing. And when you're not certain about what you're doing, it's not going to do well, right? And to being certain is to believe in what you're doing. And that belief is the thing that you need to have. You know, a lot of people have a lot of great beliefs in their life, but when it comes to, hey, I can actually tell somebody I'm looking to buy their property, the biggest fear I see is like, but I can't really buy their house. And I think we're doing this little scam with sellers. It's like, no, you're dealing with your partner here, with your cash buyer, and you work together on this deal, right? There should be no fear of not being able to buy the house, because if you get it for the right price, you can do it. Now, you should have fear on writing a contract that you know for a fact is way too high. I'm even nervous doing that. I can't even do that. I can't overpay for a property, because then I get nervous because I truly don't believe in myself I can actually buy that house at that price. I get nervous from that. When I have a deal, I know 50, 60 cents on the dollar, and I know it's an insane deal, like for a fact, documented, I know I'm going to make 30, 40K on this deal. I have no fear at all talking to that seller about that deal that I'm looking to buy it for that price. Hey, they asked me a question I don't know. Guys, I get asked that all the stinking time. Oh, you know, the masonry concrete has this, and then they say some word that I've never heard about in construction, right? It's got a screw wedge piping frame, and I don't know if you're going to like that or not. And I'm saying it wrong, you know, like I get words all the time. I don't even know. So I'm not like, heck, I don't even know about this, right? You know, I got contractors that do all that for me. I'm like, you know, that's a really good question. And honestly, Mr. Seller, I'm buying this based off the cash flow, not on the construction on it. That's kind of what my partner's for. Let him go through it all. He trusts me on the price and whatever I buy it for. He just goes about and actually looks at the property a little more in detail, kind of the hard work, the hard labor work. Let's ask him that question when he comes by, and maybe he'll come by next Wednesday and we can go through it with him. That's what, hey, I don't know the answer, but I know somebody that does. That is it, right? And so if, you know, I get sellers still to this day that'll come in and be like, I say, habla español, right? I have no confidence that I can have a nice, fluent conversation with 100% communication skills with somebody that knows Spanish. To this day, still no, right? I'm working on it, but to this day, still no. But I have complete confidence that mi amigo habla español, which I know is probably not the right way to say it. I got plenty of friends, acquaintances, employees that speak Spanish that I'll pay them a little more on the deal, but they can talk Spanish, they can speak Spanish to the seller and communicate perfectly. I have 100% confidence that I can actually go out here and explain to the seller that I have a friend. Is it okay if I call you back tomorrow? That's as much Spanish as I know, and it actually helps me out a lot because I can say it confidently. It's just that fear that's going to drive you crazy. And that fear stops everybody from becoming successful. It drives me crazy. But once you've got that uncertainty that you can't do this, or you know, there's something you don't know, it's going to create this thing that we call the analysis paralysis stage, right? This is the stage where you're so scared, right? You're like paralyzed by fear and wholesaling, and you just don't know what to do. Oh, do I do this? Do I do that? Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I talk to sellers first? Do I find cash buyers? What's the right market? Oh my gosh, you're not certain with yourself, right? And I've always said this, if you're uncertain yourself in wholesaling real estate, you have to have the 3 C's. Let's go back to it. Courage, confidence, consistency. Let's go by confidence. Hey, tonight I'm going to pick a market. That is it. I'm going to watch Zach's top, 10 markets, top 25 markets. I'm going to figure out what he says. I'm going to look at all the charts that he says to look at. I'm going to find ones with the right population, the median home price, boom, I'm just going to pick it. Heck, I've even told people, if you're uncertain what market to pick, put your top 20 markets, put in the spinner wheel, and just click it and let the thing spin. Heck, I get analysis paralysis of what market I should cold call because I'm like, well, I could pick Pennsylvania, then my California people are going to be upset, then my Florida people are going to be upset, my Pennsylvania people will be happy, but my New York people will be upset. I'm like, what do I do, right? Spinner wheel. Choose this, choose it for me. I can close anyone anywhere, right? And honestly, like it's not a secret, but like some confidence, you just go, I'm confident I know whatever the spinner wheel chooses, that's what I'm doing. Uncertainty will breed that analysis paralysis. And when you have analysis paralysis, you do not have action. And when you do not have action, you do not make money. You do not make money when you do not take action. That is scared money, and scared money don't make money, right? And this comes from a thing where I think a lot of people are scared and fearful. And I want to talk to people that are still fearful. They're starting out like this. I want you to truly understand this. And this is something in my heart I believe in, and this is something that is the honest truth. And a lot of people don't realize this unless they're on their stinking deathbed. And I hate to say it like that, but it's the absolute truth. Nobody cares. And I'm going to say that one more time. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you look like. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you sound like. It doesn't matter what failures you've had in the past. It doesn't matter what mistakes you make, what issues you have. None of it matters. Nobody cares about it. And I'm trying to say that in the most nicest way possible. But whatever baggage you have in your life, your seller is not going to care about it. I hate to say this, but it's the absolute truth. Go work a job. It's the same exact thing. All right? You can go through some of the most terrible family stuff. I'm bagging groceries. My customers, they don't care. They don't want to hear about it. They want to go bag their oranges, not next to the loaf of bread. That's all they care about with me, okay? And they're not going to care about anything else besides that. You can get sympathy from people. They're not going to do anything about it. And once you realize that, that's a sad thing, right? That's definitely an L. That's not good that nobody cares. Some people, they look at it like, oh, nobody cares. And the other people are like, hey, nobody cares, right? It's the same sentence, but people can put it either one way or the other. The glass is half full, the glass is half empty. It's whatever mindset you have in your mind. And I like to look at it as if nobody cares about my failures, mistakes, issues, anything like that. I look at that in a nice perspective, like, hey, nobody really cares what I look like. Nobody cares what my hair is like. Nobody really cares how I sound, how confident, or how young I am, right? It doesn't matter. The seller only cares about you making an offer to buy the property so they can get rid of it and sell it. That's what they care about. And once you start focusing on that stuff and not your problems, life becomes a lot easier, right? Okay, so I know I got to cold call 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Oh, but my back's hurting a little. Oh, I don't feel too good today. Does making that 100K this year, does that 100K care about if you're not feeling good today? I'm telling you an honest question. Like, do they care? No, they don't care. When I say nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I'm saying this very humbly, nicely to you. If you tell me you're not feeling good today and you couldn't get the work done, you're not going to get sympathy points from me. I hate to say it. You're not going to. Like there's very certain situations, sure, but you're not going to get the sympathy points from me because I can give you sympathy, right? Like I can give you the empathy, but it doesn't matter really because your goal is this thing and the goal requires this. It's a recipe, right? So if you go give me I asked for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or you want to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and you only put jelly because you didn't feel like putting peanut butter on because your back hurts, and I get a jelly sandwich, it's not a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You do not deserve a peanut butter jelly sandwich because you did not put the peanut butter on it. You only put the jelly. If you want to make 100K, you got to do what it takes to make 100K. I don't care about the excuse of why you didn't put the ingredients in the right thing. It's not the recipe. You have to follow the recipe. And whatever's happening in your life right now, the recipe is not going to care. The success, what you want, it doesn't matter. You have to go and do it. Once you do it, you can make a lot of money. It drives me crazy, but it's absolutely true. All right. And I want you to understand that. People only care about results. And how do I get these results? Right? I care about everyone, but I can tell you is the underlying thing that it's going to determine if you're a success or not in wholesaling is, first of all, yourself and what you judge it as, but also a big important one is your results. And your result is going to be the money you make in this business, right? Like, that's kind of the point. We want to get rich in wholesaling. We want to make money. Scared money don't make money. We want to make money, right? That's the point. And what is money? Money is going to be the results. Therefore, you must ask yourself the most important question of the night is, how do I get results? And I think people in the chat know. I think people truly know. How do I get results? There's only one way to get results. This is my Albert Einstein equation, right? This is the equation I've sought my entire life for wholesaling, of how to make the money you want. How do I get the results I want, the dreams I want, anything in my life that I want? I figured this one equation out. It is 2 words. 2 words is the entire equation. That is it. 2 words. So how do I get the results that I want in my life right now? How do I get the results? Action. Actions equal results. Action equals results. Actions equal result, whatever you want to call it. But actions equal results. That is it. If you want to get the money you dream of, the money you want, the money you deserve, it doesn't come to you on a platter. It comes to you in equivalent of the action that is given to that thing. I sound like a scientist, the scientist of wholesaling, but it's true. If you want to get a wholesaling real estate deal, you're going to have to do the action it takes to get a wholesaling deal. Most of the time, 400, 500, 600 trying for dollars, reverse trying for dollars leads, right? Cold calling X amount of government lists, X amount of high equity prop stream lists, whatever it is, texting as much sellers as you can, all this direct mail. It's the action, right? And action is not just on your marketing, it's your follow-up, the action you take on your acquisitions, the action with the cash buyers, all these stinking things. That is what it is. So if you want to get the results you want, you have to do the actions that is required. And once you do the actions that is going to be required, you're going to get paid in proportion to the action you did. That is how you make money in this business. That is how you get rich in wholesaling real estate. That is how you make more money than you could have ever imagined in your wildest dreams. And that is how you live the life that you truly deserve. The gurus don't want you to know this stuff. They really don't want you to. Because if they knew that you knew how easy it is to get what you want in life, how simple it is, there's no secret to sell you. It's all hard work, dedication, and action. So guys, that is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how being scared is not going to make you any money. I want to talk about how you work hard and get anything you want. If you have questions about it, I'm going to go see the comments. I want to do some one-on-ones today, obviously, and see how I can help the people out become as successful as possible. So let's go in the comments here and see if I have any good questions, and we'll do some one-on-ones, and we'll see how I can help the people out. But yeah, I love people helping the people out. Love talking to everyone. And yeah. So we got some good questions. So Sebastian says this question, how do I pull probate lists locally, City Hall, all these things? Sebastian, I do want to let you know, I do have a free wholesaling course. And when I do see a question that is easily answered from just going to freewholesaling.com, I would recommend you go to freewholesaling.com. Freewholesaling.com is a free real estate wholesaling stinking course, all right? It will show me actually on my computer pulling a probate list locally. You don't have to go to City Hall. You don't do any of these things. Most of the time, you can just go from your computer. Sometimes you go to City Hall and ask certain questions. That's how you can do it. There's a lot of ways to do it, but freewholesaling.com is the plug for it. And so when I get a question that I easily know the answer to because it's in freewholesaling.com, because wink, wink, I made the stinking course. I'll know it pretty easy, right? And so that's all you have to do. Freewholesaling.com. All right. Check the comments here. All right. Audio's looking good. So we're all good. All right. So let's look at some more questions we got here. Freewholesaling.com, baby. That's how you get it going. And I'll put on the scrolling thingy for y'all. And yeah, let's see. Sebastian says, but the probate list only shows daily list. Oh no. Go to the probate records. You can go to the dockets. You can go through a lot of things on here. I'd also go in person and ask how you get the full list for the past 30 days. Most of the time, no one's actually gone in person to ask, requested it, FOIA'd it, or did any of that stuff, okay? That's it. Says, man, I got the recipe, but I need help with it. Sebastian, I hop on the one-on-one. Sebastian, let me know if you're on the one-on-one. I'll talk to you. Okay. Here's the problem. I invite everyone on the one-on-ones. Not a lot of people like going on the one-on-ones because I tell you what's considered the truth. And when I tell you what's considered the truth, I give you an action plan. And when you come back on the second time, you don't do the action plan, you don't get the action results, guys. That's what I've honestly found out. Okay. And so, Sebastian, you're asking a lot of questions. Hop on the one-on-one. Go to freewholesaling.com. I can easily see a comment and see if you went to freewholesaling.com or not. That's it. All right. So Josette, what is up? Josette said, Zach, I got my first appointment from Batch Leads after watching your videos. I was there this morning and it sounded like we have a deal. Thank you so much for everything. Appreciate you. Awesome. Love to see it. Want to see you. See if you locked it up or not. I hope you did. Seems like you didn't. Maybe. I want to see if you. Let me see if you did the conditioning of the seller. You should have done it, right? Let's see. Shout out to Sullivan. We had a cool podcast. He did, I think he made 40K his first deal. Shout out to Sullivan. Bro, the fact you live stream on Sundays, Admiral Motivational. I just like live streaming on Sundays. I got no UFC on Sundays. There's no NFL. It's kind of sad for a while. Sundays, I got nothing going on anymore. So, I mean, that's all I can do here, right? You know? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, so Peter, if you're asking how to locate cash buyers, still go to freewholesaling.com. But I'll tell you this right now, just while you're on here. If you want to find cash buyers, I've honestly found there's three main ways to find them. Easily, what I found is you can go to the landlord buyers, which are people that are just buying them, renting them out. Usually Zillow is the best one on it. You can find the flippers tab on like propstreamlistari.com, which you can find people buying and selling real estate. You can either go through cash sales and then property auctions. You can go to title companies. There's a lot of really great way to find cash buyers. It's definitely evolved since I started this business. It's a lot more easier now, but there's more wholesalers, so it's just definitely interesting. Let's see here. Awesome, Camille. Appreciate it. Camille had a podcast with us too. He made $90,000 his first wholesaling deal. So you go to Flip with Rick on YouTube. Our podcast on there, he made 90 grand his first wholesaling deal. Shout out to Camille. He's a hard worker. Love to see it. And yeah, let's see. All right. So if you want to talk to me, we have it on the top link. So I'll pop that up one more time. And if you're fearful to talk to me, I'm telling you, I'm not a scary guy. All right. Like I ain't gonna be scary. But what I can tell you is I'm gonna tell you the truth. And then I'll answer one more question real quick. All right. Sean says, if you don't mind sharing, what does your guys' tax season look like compared to someone like me that wanted to do 2 deals? I'll tell you the honest truth. I have a bookkeeper. I have an accountant. I'm pretty hands-off with it. I meet with my bookkeeper, I believe, once a month, and we go over all the transactions. Kind of a mess in my mind, but it's just a meeting, and we go over sort of what's going on with it. You know, Rick helps me out with it too because we got 2 people on it. We go over through the bookkeeping, and it's pretty simple. We make X amount of money. That's the profit. Then I have the accountant that kind of advises me to say, okay, depreciate this rental property. We're going to buy this thing. Bookkeeper handles it all. Got a lot of companies. It's a lot, but if you pay your people well, it's actually pretty simple. It's like, what kind of accounting does Elon Musk do? He doesn't spend 50 hours doing his accounting, right? He pays people very well, and they do a lot of that hard work for him. I just found it's not worth it for me to spend hours and hours on the accounting. And honestly, that extra money will go to paying my accountant more so he can help me pay less in taxes, right? And I'm not the guy that says, oh, I'm going to do this to avoid all the taxes, the super depreciation stuff. It's not that bad. So let's talk first. Let's talk to Ravon. Ravon.
Oh, how are you doing, Zach?
I'm good. What's up, man?
So I have a problem. So you still remember the Detroit deal, right?
Yeah, I remember it.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Turns out I ran it through my title company. The seller's not the owner of the property. Actually, his half brother is. But the problem is his half brother died, I think, a month ago or a year back. I didn't ask. I didn't want to, offend him right anyway, but he died. So the thing is, so my title company told me, like, okay, so this is now going to be a probate deal now since the original owner died. And so I was like thinking to myself, okay, whatever. And so the title company sent me an addendum. I don't know, you know what that is, right? Addendum
Yep.
in that way. Yeah. So I filled that out to extend the inspection period because it originally closed on March 25th, but I know that that doesn't give me enough time to close it or do the whole what's it called? The whole
Process.
yeah, exactly. So I knew this. I did that, but I talked to him on Tuesday. Everything went well, but ever since that time, he's been, I think, ghosting me or he doesn't have time. Like I called him every single day. He doesn't pick up. So what should I do? Should I ignore the deal and like cancel the deal or what?
Do you want to give up or do you not want to
I
give
don't I
up?
don't want to give up, but I kept calling him. He doesn't pick up, and I don't know what to say, what to do from there. He doesn't have an attorney, so I'm gonna have him have my title company send him an attorney. But
This is an easy one, man. Ask the title company to call him.
I did. He does. I asked him. He
Do
doesn't
they
pick
answer the
up.
title company?
No, he already
Okay.
called me twice already.
Well, I mean, all you can do is you have a legal contract. Keep the
Yeah,
probate process going. That's all you can do.
I
And
do.
just
I have to. Yeah, I have to have him sign the addendum first in order to get the probate thing going. So because my title company sent us to me addendum, so I signed it with my e-signature. I sent him to his
just sign
email.
it. Keep
Hmm?
going, dude. Call them on different numbers. Text them. Email them. All you can do, right?
Okay. Okay, I see.
Unfortunately, that's all you can do.
All right. And like, let's say worst case scenario, obviously I have a lot of time, right? Till March 25th. Let's say it's like March 24th, he doesn't answer. I keep calling him every single day, text him with different phone numbers. And I send him the text like, hey, didn't you say that if you can't do the deal within your inspection period, you could text him saying, hey, I'm getting out of the deal, stuff like that.
Yeah, I would email them.
I email him or text him.
Email them. That'd be
And
better.
once he doesn't read that or he doesn't get that, is that
You
on
sent
me?
written communication, dude. That's what the law cares about.
Okay, okay, I see. And I have a question. So another one is, if he does sign the contract or sign the addendum within the inspection period or not, within the probate process, should I still look for cash buyers or should I just wait till everything is done and then
Try to get
find?
the addendum signed first, unfortunately. You should already have a buyer by now. It's been long enough, dude.
Yeah, I don't have any pictures to buy because I waited for this. So like that's why I'm waiting. Um, that because I know the probate thing is gonna take a long time. So that's why I'm waiting till he gets the addendum signed, and then once he does it, then I'm gonna go look for a buyer. I
It's a
still
long
don't have a
process.
pic.
Get the addendum signed. That should be your priority.
So say that again. Sorry about that.
Get the addendum signed first. That should be your priority.
Okay, and then once I sign it, then look for buyers.
Yes.
Okay, okay, I see. And then also like I want to also what should be like my schedule be like because I also want to cold call at the same time. So like should I call for buyers for 2 hours and then cold call for another 2 hours or what do you recommend?
Considering you only have one deal under contract, you should cold call for 4 hours.
And then okay, cold call for
Yeah, do
4 hours.
three, 3.5. Why not?
Okay, 3.5. Because I wanna because I feel like when I got this deal under contract, all I've been doing is like trying to do majority of the time find the buyer. So like I haven't been cold calling them much, and I know that's on me. So like that's why I'm because this is my first time, so I don't know. I don't want to screw this up,
Ravon,
but
that's an
now I know.
excuse, dude.
Huh?
That's an excuse.
Yeah, I know. That's how I'm gonna start doing it. But all right, so get the addendum signed and then find the buyers, right?
That's it, man. Have you
Okay.
cold called all the 4 months in that zip?
Yeah, not all of them. I did some of them. I tried to a lot of them. Yeah, I tried, but I kind of do. It's kind of weird because I kind of go back and forth.
Give me the
Because I
truth.
remember,
Why?
huh?
Give me the truth.
Well, I called like 15 of them. They said no. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try the prop stream now. And so I literally called like I think a lot of the prop stream. Some of them, majority of them don't answer. I leave them a text, voicemail, everything like that. So it's been like I don't know. It's weird because I just go back and forth. So
Ravon,
yeah.
don't quit after 15.
No, no, I know.
Wait, you're
I'm not
saying that, but you did.
okay.
So go through all the 4 runs, man.
Okay. For all right. No matter. Okay.
Dude, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, I know that. I know that's on me. So All right, go through all the four rents. All the four rents and all the prop stream, right?
Go through all the foreigns in the zip code, and then the next zip code, and the zip code around that. You got like 4 or 5 zip codes to call. Dude, it's a lot of for rents you need to call. Based on what you told me about the property, it's a rental. So go do that.
Okay. Okay, I see.
I ain't a Joe Schmo in Detroit, bro. All right. I know a buyer that you need for that deal.
All right. Can I not? Does it have to be in the zip code, or can I just put Detroit and then just cold call for rents?
I would be, bro. You're trying to give me every which way not to cold call in that zip code. I don't know why. Cold call in that zip code first, and then every surrounding zip code around that.
Okay, because I tried doing the zip code and only like 1 or 2 houses show up. That's the only.
There's only 2 rentals in that zip code. You said you called 15.
No. I 15, not in the zip code though. I just call like different.
All right. We're gonna do this instead.
All right.
We're gonna go to the 4 rents.
Okay.
And we're gonna call everyone in all the purples. We're gonna call that's closest to the one outside the zip code.
Okay, all the blues
on Zillow. That's it.
And it has to be owned by a person, not the corporation.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so just cold call, keep on them. All right. And then, all right. That makes sense. All right.
Are you looking to buy any more rental properties? That is it. Make it really simple, bro.
Okay. All right. That's not bad.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it.
Not much more to talk about, dude. Just work.
Work. All right. Okay. It's just like my first deal, so it's kind of hard, you know. It's just everything's
You're going to not get a first deal if you don't put the work in, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So you're on life support right now on this deal. Let's bring it back to life.
All right. I know. I'm just gonna keep on calling him and doing whatever I can. Hopefully get his attention back.
Ravon, I need 5-0. All right. I need you to talk to at least 50 sellers next week, and at least in the next 7 days. I need 50 hellos for motivated sellers, and I need 50 cash buyer hellos.
Okay.
That's what I need. For rentals for the cash buyer side. And let's do tax delinquencies on the Detroit side. All right?
Okay, so 50 hello. Okay, got it.
That's it.
Oh yeah, one quick thing.
I'd rather do 100, but let's do 50 first, all right?
All right. One quick thing. How do you know if the seller's not a wholesaler? Because I don't know, like, since he doesn't own the property, how do you know he's not wholesaling me on this, right?
Who?
The seller. Like, since I told you he's not.
Because they're selling their own house that they own. If they don't own the house, then they're lying to me. And the title company is going to ask for you to sign your deed over, and if you forge a signature, you go to jail.
Okay. All right.
Pretty simple. I've never been scammed in wholesaling. I've had a guy try to scam. I had a guy try to scam me last week in wholesaling. He was a fake seller. He wanted me to do this crazy notary thing, and he had a fake notary stamp. And I was like, no, my notary is going to go out here and confirm your driver's license.
Okay.
You're trying to scam me. I've never been scammed from a seller. I've never successfully gotten scammed because you need a notary to sign things. And it's hard to screw a notary because you actually have to show your driver's license. And by doing that, you commit felonies. And it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Not get scammed, man. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate all the info.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Thank you.
I'll tell everybody. Everyone thinks that they're going to get scammed. Guys, you are not going to get scammed. Someone can say they're a seller, but when it actually comes down to them signing over a deed, and if they fake signing a deed, and I figure out who that person is, which is actually pretty simple to do with a phone number, the cops can go figure out what your phone number, who's the person paying the bills on that phone. And if you faked a notary, that is theft of title, and you will go to jail, and the seller will get their title back. It'll be fine. You will go to jail for forgery. We have laws against this stuff. All right? Don't scam. I've never gotten scammed on a deal because it's really hard to scam somebody. Marco.
Oh, hey, Zach. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm blessed, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm blessed, and I'm glad to be on the call with you guys.
Of course, man.
I got
What's up? How can I help
3
you out?
deals under contract.
Okay.
Since January, I started cold calling. I finally got rid of my fear of cold calling. I've been doing it, hammering it out. About 2 weeks ago, I had gotten 3 deals under contract in a row. So the reason for my call now is that these past 2 weeks, I've been hammering out calling cash buyers, and I just can't seem to be getting a bite. So I'm just trying to figure out how I could go ahead and increase that. I've gone to the different auctions. I was actually just at an auction on Friday, and I've communicated with a lot of cash buyers. They're just not interested. They didn't tell me that it wasn't a bad deal. They just weren't interested.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing we can do, man. What city is this in?
So I'm in the Indiana Lake County area. The specific cities is East Chicago. That's for all 3 deals.
Okay. Not bad. So, I mean, this is, I don't complicate this, man. Did you call all the 4 rents in that zip code?
Not all of them. I've called about the it was like about 128 or something like that for the 4 rents, and I called about just a little below half that. I know
Okay.
it's not a lot. What I've been doing was I've kind of been mixing it up between the people that I've connected with at the auctions and the prop stream. I've been doing that a lot.
Okay. What is the ARV on that property?
150.
Okay. Would you say that that area is big on rentals, or is it more of a residential community?
More rentals. Definitely more rentals.
Okay. So I would lean on finding more rental cash buyers than flipper cash buyers right now, if that's the area. And you just got to cold call the 4 rents in that area, man. Cash sales don't hurt either, dude. Have you called your title company yet?
I've called the title company that I'm gonna be working with. I've called them and I've asked them, but they just said no, that they're not at exposure to release any other buyers. So I said,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Did you ask them if they have any cash buyers to let them know that you have some deals under contract?
No, I did not.
See, I would do that instead, because sometimes they don't want to disclose it. Just mention to them. And some title companies actually be nice to you and do it. Some won't, obviously. But on top of that, too, I would call the 4 rents, and I would also add to call the realtors on the 4 rents and explain you're a wholesaler. But that could get risky too. It just depends how desperate you are to getting rid of this deal. But I would add more of the 4 rents. If there's more rentals in that area, I would increase the 4 rents and less on the prop stream type leads.
Okay, because like I said, I had 3 deals. So 2 of the deals, it's not. I don't want to say on the back burner, but it's not pressed. The one deal I've been trying to get at it because the seller, he wanted to get it done in 2 weeks. So I was been trying to get it done in 2 weeks, and so this is the last week. So I'm trying to find a cash buyer or even JVing it with somebody. I know you do JVs. I don't know how I could go ahead and send that information out to you if that's a possibility.
Trying to think of Indiana. I gotta talk to some. I don't have some of my paper for Indiana right now in the Illinois region, but I can get you probably in contact with someone I know that I just do it for free. I don't really care. I don't make money because I don't have anyone there. Yeah. I could probably try that. Marco.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably what I can try to do. But honestly, man, like I'm pretty simple with this. The reason why I want you to get some cash buyers right now is because once you get some cash buyers, dude, all you literally have to do is go to that cash buyer and say, hey, why don't you want to buy this deal? It's too high, right? I want to figure out if you haven't talked to enough cash buyers or that you just have it locked up for too high. It's something, man. Like, bro, if I could make like a really good ROI on this deal, I would buy it myself. So like, I like buying rentals, right? So like, I'm a cash buyer too. And I don't want to buy in Indiana right now, dude. But like, if it's a good enough deal, I'm just going to buy it. And so if I would do it, someone locally would want to buy it. So I'm just trying to figure out if you have it locked up for too high or even talk to enough cash buyers. My honest opinion is, do you believe you had it for a good price?
I honestly do, yes.
Okay, so you probably just haven't talked to enough buyers, man.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, all together, and I even put it on the Facebook market, in different groups and stuff. And I've gotten people that were interested in it, and then they would say, "Yeah, they'll send it to me with," and I'll send it without the address. I'll send pictures. I'll send a detailed description of what's going on with the property because it does need work. I've estimated about 30K in repair, but it's still you can still make a good it's still good for as an investment. So, but
Yeah.
I'll never get anything back. I'll send them, hey, this is what's going on, blah blah blah, and I wouldn't receive anything back. I would go ahead and reach back out to them, hey, what is it that you think, or what is it that you don't like? Just let me know. No feedback, and so that's kind of what I've been dealing with.
I mean, honestly, at this point, we need to save the deal, bro. We're gonna have to bring the R word in here, man. We're gonna bring some realtors, dude. Some wholesaler friendly ones. The reason for this, man, is because if a wholesaler, you can't get any, like, so if I could look at a realtor, right, bro? The realtor is listing a rental, and they're doing it for a rich landlord that just just list it. They're getting like maybe a month of the rent, like $1,000 to do all this stupid work. If I get 3% of an assignment, like if I get like 4 or 5 grand for bringing a cash buyer to the Marco here, that's like 4 or 5 of this listing. That's a lot more money. And like I told you before, man, what do realtors only care about?
They just care about their 6%.
Care about money, bro. Money
Yeah.
talks. So if they can make a good amount of money bringing that an off-market rental secret deal, it's amazing. And dude, how many realtors are in that area? Find the rental realtors which have it listed. So let me give you a quick website. This is a really cool one. It's called Coldwell Banker. Coldwell Banker I found is probably one of the best ones for on-market realtor rentals. I don't know why. This is personally what I found. So go to Coldwell Banker Space County Rental Properties. And it'll give me all the MLS listed rental property. And you're just going to be calling all day. Call those realtors up. And they'll tell you very fast. And that's going to be the best way, bro.
Okay. All right. That's okay.
Coldwell Banker, that's my secret realtor cash buyer strategy. I don't talk about too much, but dude, you did the work to get the contract. So we got to get this thing sold, man.
I know, man. I'm excited, and I'm like this close to like making my first deal. So I just want to get the ball rolling. And
I believe you have a good deal. And so since I believe in it, you have a lot of confidence that you had it locked up for the right price. Sometimes it might be wrong. I don't know. But what I can tell you is let's just do that first. Let's talk to the realtors, man, because they're pretty cold-blooded. They just want money. Okay, my cash buyer can rent it out for this. Okay, that works, right? It should be better than an MLS property. So do that and figure it out, and then start calling tomorrow, man. There's going to be a lot of, and do the whole city. Do the whole city.
Okay, I will. I'll definitely do that.
Should be like 150 listings, man.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I'm even planning on going to another real estate group or real estate investing group meeting tomorrow. So I was gonna go ahead and try to market there. So I'm going there, but I don't really know what to ask any of the individuals that attend these meetings. Like I went to the auctions, and I networked a little bit, but kind of like nervously, like, hey, this is my first time, like what's going on, stuff like that. But I didn't know what were the right questions to ask. So coming into this meeting tomorrow, like what's some good questions that I could come up with to ask these individuals?
Say that one more time.
Tomorrow I'm going to an event. It's a real estate.
You're going to RIA tomorrow, right?
What's that?
You're going to a RIA tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So say that one more time. Sorry.
Like, what are some good questions to ask these investors and like to really connect with them more without sounding like
what they need? Figure out what they're struggling with, bro.
Okay.
And then try to see how you can fill that need.
Struggle, feel the need. Okay.
That's it. So what's your struggle? You can't find a deal. I can't sell my deal. They're going to want JV with you, right? You just got to be careful who you JV with.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Okay, that sounds good with me then.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right.
So let's practice our line, dude. So what's the line we're going to do? with the realtors? I'm out here pretty on the spot. Let me help you out, okay? So I just want you to make sure you have everything you need for this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Seller. All right, like, so we're talking to a seller, right? You know, we're trying to lock up a deal, right? Like we know that whole process, right? When you talk to a seller, what is our point? We're looking to buy your property for cash, right? When you talk to a cash buyer, I let them know that I have a deal under contract and I'm looking to sell my equitable interest. With a realtor, it's a little different when it's a rental property, right? And so it's like, hey, I see you have this property listed here, right? Are you the realtor listing it, right? Yes, okay. Hey, Mr. Realtor, I'm actually a wholesaler and I have a deal locked up that's a great rental property. I was seeing if there's any realtors in the area that work with cash buyers that are investors, and I would love to see if you would like to talk to them about them maybe purchasing my contract in the deal. Obviously, I'd like to get you paid on this. That's pretty much it. It's kind of a lot to say, but unfortunately, realtors need that, and you got to include that they're getting paid on it.
Yeah. Okay. And should I also let them know that this is kind of like a time-sensitive deal?
You can't push
no?
them on urgency too much. They know that game.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay, that's what I figured too. Okay.
Yeah. So you tell me. I'm the realtor. Hello, hello, hello. You tell me. You convince me.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Realtor. Is this the realtor for 123 Main Street?
Yeah, this is my property.
Hi, my name is Marco. I'm actually a wholesaler, and I have a couple of deals that I have under contract that I'm looking to sell over to a cash buyer. I wanted to see if you have any cash buyers on your list who are interested in rental properties.
Wait. Say that. What are you trying to do, Marco? What? Are you looking to buy houses?
No, I'm looking to sell.
Sell what? You're looking to sell a house. I can list it for you.
Okay, I'm getting
I can list your
hung
house for you. No, see that unfortunately, realtors, they're like listing side, buy side, listing side, buy side, listing side, buy side. Like they don't know anything else. And so when you tell us something that's not in their little zone of influence, but what? You were listed, huh? Right? They only know these two things. No, I'm looking to sell my equitable interest in a deal. I'm looking to wholesale it. I was seeing if you know anybody that's looking to buy more rental properties, I'd love to give you some money for bringing the buyer to me and let them know. A commission on it. Buyer's commission.
Okay, I'm gonna have to kind of not rehearse it, but I'm gonna have to.
No, you got to practice it a little bit because sometimes you're going to throw you off, man. Let me tell you this. I actually had a live cold call for an hour and a half, 2 hours of me just cold calling cash buyers that are realtors. I talked to a lot of them. I think it was really good. You might have to skip through some of the highlights of me calling and doing everything, but most realtors understand it if you can explain it very slowly that I'm looking to sell my deal in a property. I'm looking to wholesale it. And you want to find somebody that understands what that is. And you should be good.
Okay, Zach. All right, I'll make sure I'll just do that tomorrow.
All right, and make sure they get a commission for doing it. Make sure they want, because if they can't make money, they're not going to care about you at all.
Yeah, like for example, for the first deal, it's for the price that I have it locked up at, and for what I could be selling it for, it's about a 15K wholesale. So
Dude.
I should be that's plenty for me to give out. I'm not gonna be greedy or stingy.
Dude, get calling.
Yeah, I will. All right,
bro. I believe in you, man.
Man, you're killing these gurus out here, dude.
Dude, I'm trying to help you out, man. Like I truly believe. So go to my Instagram, not my Instagram, my YouTube, and just go through the live streams. I should have one of me live cold calling realtors, and it
Okay.
should be the best one. Listen to it. Maybe you're working out or something in the morning, whatever you're doing. That's going to be the best one for you. And just skip through until I actually have conversations and explain what I say. I'm not perfect, dude, because realtors throw me off. I'm not used to them. I'm used to sellers, but I can get through it, you know? So if you're 50% of that, you're going to sell that deal easy.
Okay, man. Thank you so much. You're a beast. You're killing it out here. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
Boom. Awesome. All right. Next we got stay-at-home dad. Bro. Stay-at-home dad. Dude, he had a Wade jersey. I was looking to talk to him. Whatever. Monet.
One
Okay,
second, Zach. I'm at the gym. I'm sorry. Let me run
You're at the
outside real
gym.
quick.
What are you doing? Triceps today? Legs? What are you at working out?
Leg day.
Leg day. Ooh, that's a rough one.
All right.
All right, what's up? How can I help you out?
So I posted in the group. You guys approved my post, but I have a property, and well, it's not my property, obviously, but I spoke to a seller. His wife is retired. She's trying to get this property off her hands. It's a duplex, 2 units side by side, and she spoke to a realtor who told her that she can sell it to her for her for $550K for a 5% fee. And the realtor is telling her not to work with the wholesaler because we would make money off the deal. So I explained to him that it's kind of the same thing with the realtor. They're making money off of helping you sell the property. With the wholesaler, you can get it sold quicker and you're not paying closing fees. So he's allowing me to do a walkthrough tomorrow and take pictures of the property. But my thing is, I'm not sure, like, an offer price. I looked at comps, and the highest, like, similar property sold for $350K. And from what he's telling me, this property is up to par. It was renovated, both units renovated fully in 2021. New paint, new flooring. The roof is in great condition. So I'm not sure if this is even something that if I did list it, I would make money off of. Is it worth doing? Like, I'm not sure where to go from here.
Are you a realtor?
No, I'm not a realtor.
So, I mean, if the seller wants the most of the house, have them list it with a realtor. I know it sounds counterintuitive to Wes. It's absolutely the truth. Do what's best for what the person wants.
Right.
It sounds weird, but it's absolutely the truth. Now, the issue is here. I want the best. I want the most for them. I want the most money for the house. That's great. Go through a realtor and go through all the lolly doll, pony show of that, right? Oh, no. I want all the convenience of cash, the quickness, the easiness, but I also want the most for it. See, you can't get the best of both worlds, right?
Right.
And this comes to what we talk about in real estate is the two things of what makes a good wholesaling deal. And what makes a good real estate deal? It comes down to two things. It's what we call price and what we call terms. Have you heard me talk about that before?
No.
Okay, so I'll go a little slower. There's you and thousands of people watching this. All right, so price and terms. So in wholesaling, we give the seller the best terms ever. Cash, quick, easy, we pay title, best terms ever, right? But we get a really good price. So if you win on terms or price, you win on a good deal. So if I get really good price and bad terms for me, I still win because I got a good price. Now, if I can get somebody to have a really high price, but I get a good terms, like a creative financing deal, I'm going to make money. The truth is, if you want the best price possible, the terms are probably going to have to be with a realtor. That isn't good. So when a seller wants price and terms, you can't help them. And so you might have a seller that wants the most for it, but they also want it cash. And that's just fairy tale land, right? Like, I want to eat 10,000 calories and have a six-pack. I can't eat pizza all day and be ripped. I want both. I want both of it, but I know I can't, right? I want to have muscles, but I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out, but I also want to be healthy. So it's like I have to pick one, right? And so
Right.
unfortunately, I have to explain this to a seller sometimes. Like, I can do this price, or you can list it with a realtor. Those are your
Okay.
options. It's like, are you a mom at all?
No.
No. Do you have to take care of like little kids at all, like a niece, nephew, anything like that?
No, my nephew is 18 now, so he's
Okay,
a lot.
you've been
Yeah.
through it, but like like I have little cousins that are like babies. It's like you gotta just give them options when they're like 5 or 6, like this or that, right? Like
Right.
don't be running around with all these options, right? You have to treat sellers like toddlers sometimes. You
Mhm.
list with the realtor, or you go with cash, right? Oh, but I want everything. No, you don't get everything. You get this or that, right? And no, honestly, it's probably going to be the best thing with that seller is you just got to explain those two options. And if they
Mhm.
don't deal with the realtor, that's my cash offer. You can't really beat around the bush anything else with it.
So in terms of like pricing, this would be my first deal if it did go through. Um, if it is in 100% good condition and there's no repairs needed, how would you like look for a price for a unit like that?
I like going off the cash flow, honestly. You said it's a full duplex.
Yes, it's
So I would go off of
vacant.
cash flow, which I haven't talked to you a lot, so I don't know if you're brand new into wholesaling, you know a little about it, but I'm going to explain it to just everybody watching this. So when I look at a duplex, the comps are nice. Like, obviously, if there's like a duplex that's sold across the street like this month, that's going to be the
Mhm.
best thing, right? But probably thinking of you, there's probably not a duplex nearby that's sold recently, right? It's going to make it really difficult for
No.
you, right?
Mhm.
You probably, if there was an easy comp, you would have probably not even talked to me about this, right? And so, are they currently being rented out?
No, it's vacant. I don't even think it's ever been rented out. She's like I said, retired. I think she just maybe lived in it at some point, and her brother lived in the other unit. So I don't think it's ever been rented out.
Okay. Do you have any comps for rentals on duplexes in that zip code at all?
I could not find any duplexes that were recently sold in the last 3 months. So
Okay,
I
what
just
about
went off
for
of.
rents?
I have not looked into that yet.
Okay, so they might be a 2-1 on one side and like a 2-2 on the other side with square footage.
Mhm.
Figure out roughly for like an unrenovated property what they're renting out for. Might be
Mhm.
1,200 a month, might be 2,000. What city are you in?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. So it's going to be definitely below $2,000. I can guess if they're 2-1s on
Mhm.
each side. Do you know what's the bed bath on each side?
2-1 on
Yeah,
both
if they're
sides.
2-1s, they're probably going to be, my guess, and I'm throwing this out here, is Pittsburgh, probably 1,600, 1,500 a month if it's not in a bad area.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent area.
So decent area, and that cash flow might be 3,300, and
Mhm.
so people do pay good premiums on that. And so some cash buyers want their cap rate to be 8-9%. Some want 10-12, right? Depends on the area. Considering interest rates, they want their cap rate to be over the interest rate. Don't want to confuse you on anything like this, but based on that, you're going to have to figure out if this is something I can lock up for 400, 500, or 300, right? You're going to have to figure that type of stuff out. Between you and me, you're going to have to figure out what the seller's bottom line price is and lock it up for the lowest you can and see if a cash buyer's willing to buy it. That's all you
Okay,
really can do.
that sounds easy. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Keep it up, Monet.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. We got that one. Hunter,
Oh, hey Zach.
bro, why are you fighting me?
Huh?
You got a better flow than me. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I'm working on it. What's
Yeah.
up, man? How can I help you out?
Okay, I would just like it's my first time doing this. I'm kind of nervous, honestly, but I would just like to explain to you my situation and what I can been doing so far. But so I'm 18. I'm still in high school as a senior, and I'm trying to just do what I can do without any money because I don't have any money because I played sports, so I couldn't work a job, and then I just finished wrestling. Actually, I wrestled just like you did in high school, so that's pretty cool. And then so I just finished wrestling season, but I don't want to have to get a job because I feel like if I get a job, it's gonna be taking my time away from doing this. So I have no money, but I also can't drive, so I can't do drivings for dollars. But I just got a question because, so I figured out of watching your stuff, I see you do the FISBO cold calls, and I've been doing that for like the past week, like 5 hours a day for the past like 5 days during the week after school, because I get out at 12 and I get home at like 1. So I've been doing it for till like 1 to 6, and I've gotten some people to come down a lot. Like I had this one deal where he came down. I got him to come down 60,000 of what he listed it for, but I didn't know what to do after that because it was like in a really rural area. So like, and there was no comps, so I just didn't know how to follow through. But that was like one of my first ones. But the thing is, the deal I'm at now is kind of confusing because so he listed it for 170, and after talking to him and stuff, it's in Indiana also. But after talking to him, I got him to come down to 130 on it. So, but the thing is, he's working with a broker. So I talked to the broker after I spoke with him, and she told me basically I need to find a buyer. But then I asked her if I could use the contract because I got your contract off of your site or whatever, and I asked her if I could use my own contract, and she said unfortunately she has to use their contract. So I was wondering how would that work, because I don't want to have to go find a cash buyer for this and then it not be able to work because. But I did ask her if I could use my own title company. She said, sure. Like she said, it's okay for you to use your own title company. So, but I got more questions, but that's just where I'm at right now.
All right, you threw a lot at me, but that's fine. What market are you in Indiana?
It's in Paragon.
Or what market are you in Indiana?
I don't live in Indiana. I'm just doing virtual.
Where do you live?
I live in Louisiana. Whenever I started cold calling, I just picked random states and started cold.
Where
Like I would do
Louisiana?
exactly what, huh?
Stay with me here, Hunter. Where in Louisiana?
Near Lafayette, like 30 minutes away.
Okay. Is it still in Cato? No. Lafayette. No,
I live in
Lafayette.
Katy.
That's Shreveport. Bro, why don't you just do Lafayette?
I did. I called all the people I called all of them.
All right.
I did exactly what you do. I asked them the same stuff and everything.
All right, Hunter, let's go down the list. All right. You cold call all the probates in Lafayette?
No, okay, that's the thing. I don't know how to, because I can't drive and I can't, like, I have no way of, like, I haven't really, like, looked into it. But I watched a lot of your content, but I haven't figured out how to get the government list because I can't do it locally. But, so, like, is there a way to pull them virtually, like, free?
All right, let's go slow here, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You say you did wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Senior year. You finish it up?
Mm-hmm.
Make it to States?
Yeah, I made it in. Well, okay, here's the thing. So I moved. I used to live in, like, near Shreveport. I lived in Ruston. You know where that is?
No.
Oh, well, it's near Shreveport. Well, I moved down here my junior year, and then I didn't know what wrestling was until I moved here. So I only wrestled for about a year. But I don't know what I placed, but
You don't know
I
what
won
you
2 matches and I lost 1. No, because I lost 2, but I won 2. So
They should give you a medal.
I don't know.
All right, whatever. All right.
Yeah.
So let's just do wrestling, for example, all right? So do you know a half Nelson?
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to, like, perfect it?
Well, that's the first thing I learned.
You were perfect the first time you did it?
No.
No. Cradles? Were you good instantly at a cradle, or do you have to learn how to do it?
I learned how to do it.
You have to learn it, right? You learn how to get away, you learn how to pry, you learn how to stand up, you learn how to throw legs in, do all the guillotine, spladles, all that stuff, right? It took time to do it, right? You didn't get good at once, right? And you figured out the more time you did better. So Hunter, we're going to teach it like this. We're going to just like wrestling practice. You're going to hop on here every week, and I'm going to tell you what to do, and we're going to get some reps in doing this, all right? Right now, you got some, you're all over the place, man. Like we're going to slowly do one right thing at a time, and over time, you're going to get really good at it, all right? So let's talk about the first thing, man. You're in a good market. I'm going to stick at that market, okay? You don't have a car, that's fine. No big deal. You're going to do it from your phone and your computer, right? Now, the time thing. Let's be honest. Do you doing any sports right now? Or are you done?
I started everything after I finished. I'm done with sports.
All right, bet, man. All right, so I got my first deal start of wrestling season my senior year. All right, so like I know the whole grind. So you're done with that. That's great. So let's do this. Let's work on the number one thing. It's going to be probates for you. Okay. That's going to be your first list we're going to work on. All right. That's going to be your half Nelson. Okay. So let's talk about that. The probate list is basically a list when someone passes away, there's heirs to the property. They got to figure out what the transfership is. Those are really good wholesaling deals. The reason why I'm telling you to do that is it's very basic. You don't have to work 30 hours a week to get a deal from that list. It's like 5, 6, 7 hours a week if you go hard. All right.
Yeah.
It's a really good list. Like kind of like wrestling. If you got a person that's not that good, if you know how to do a half Nelson, you're going to pin them, right? And so it's like, so what I could tell you is we're going to work on that. And so let's kind of talk about the basics of it, right? You got freewholesaling.com. You know how to go there and learn it, right? What we're going to do first is we are going to go to whatever county in Lafayette you're in. Is it a parish? Is it a county? What is it? All right, parish. What's it called?
I actually don't live in Lafayette. I live in Rain, which is about 45 minutes away from Lafayette, but that's the nearest. That's
like
the nearest. Everything around is small, but that's the nearest big place.
So I would probably say let's do Lafayette if you can. And so I would probably do that. So whatever parish is in Lafayette, find the clerk of the court and see if we can pull that list online.
So I just search up clerk of court Lafayette.
Clerk of court Lafayette. I'll do it with you. Clerk of court Lafayette Parish. All right, bet. So you see it right here? You see it?
Yeah.
All right, pretty simple, man, right? And so you might be able to find online records. I've never done this before, so let's go to online records and see. I hope they make it really difficult, because if they make it difficult, then we can actually get a lot better results. So here's the first thing we're going to do. If we can't figure this out, I'm going to call this phone number right here, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him how I do it. I hope it's hard for me to find this list, because if it's hard, that means every stupid person like me can't go out here and get the list instantly. That means you're actually going to have to work hard to get that list, but that means when you wholesale it, it's going to get easier. It's like when you got 60 people in a wrestling tournament versus having 10, it's easier to win it when there's only 10 people in there. So I'm going to search, let's try court records. So it's going to want me to make a login, and they're going to want me to do it. So they're making me stuck here, which is actually really good for you. So, all right, we're going to do this. Hold up. We're going to do public records too. Public records. Lafayette school system. Yeah, let's just call this first. All right, this is online records. They want money, which is kind of funny, but that's for court and land records. So the court and land records is managed by the county, blah, 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 blah. They want a printing fee and they want all this stuff. So we're going to try to see how we're going to get away with this. But one thing I'm going to do is we're going to go call this number for the civil records. Now, if they want to be a real big jerk to us, which they might say, they're like, you know what, Hunter, you have to pay me $200 an hour for me to get this list for you. F you, I'm not giving this list, right? That's good. That means every stinking wholesaler that wants to get this list isn't going to get it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do what we're going to ask for this list, which they're going to give to you happily for free. It's going to be the court docket. So it's going to be the Lafayette court docket. It's probably not even online because they're stupid. Let's do Louisiana. They have to actually have a court docket. And so if they can't give you this list, we're going to ask for the court docket. And they have to actually give you that stuff. And then we're going to ask for the court docket, and then we're going to go from there. And that's what I do starting out. So let's make that your first assignment today, all right? Probate court. And then on top of that too, we're going to try to see if we can get the code violation list while we're doing that. Yeah, they're making this a pain in my butt. All right. So what I want you to do is try to find the code violation list and the probate list. All right.
Okay.
So repeat after me how you're going to try to do the probates.
Search up Lafayette Clerk of Court and go through that.
Okay. And then for your code enforcement, let me give you the phone number for them so it's easy for you. This is the code enforcement department for Lafayette. I believe, yeah, 337 is the area code, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the number you're going to call. And so Public Works. So this is code enforcement. All right. And so code enforcement, we're going to call this phone number. You see this phone number right here?
It's a little blurry from my phone.
All right. We're going to make this thing big. All right. See that phone number?
Yeah.
All right. You're going to call that phone number and you're going to ask for all open code violations for the past 30 days of houses with tall grass.
Okay.
And we're going to get that email to you. And then you give me your email and then you get that list too. And then those are lists I want you to start calling.
Okay.
Pretty simple. Let's work on that this week.
All right.
And if they can't give you the list, you come back and I'll tell you what to say. You're getting that list. You're going to get a good list. We're going to skip tracer. We're going to get a deal. All right. We're going to make some money, get a car, and then you can start driving for dollars. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Put in the reps, dude.
Yeah. I have all the time. That's what I've been spending a lot of time just cold calling, trying to figure it out. So that's
Convert that
actually
time into money.
all right. I think that's all. You already pretty much answered all my questions just with that one thing.
Dude, I tell everyone, man, if you can wrestle, you can do deals. I've talked to a bunch of national champion wrestlers. One guy from Penn State, won the NCAAs, started virtually wholesaling. He had the best mindset in the world I've ever seen, in the hardest markets ever. And he's doing MMA right now, so he's kind of paused his wholesaling. But I can tell you, I get any good wrestler on here, they can make a ton of money, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be shocked. So go out here, do the action, convert that time into money, and you'll do well.
Okay. So one last thing. With the deal that I have, like, should I just drop it and just forget about it and just start doing this?
If it's on market, I'd probably just drop it. I don't usually say that, but for on market, they don't use your contract. That's a big, big no for me.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks, then. I'm going to get to that tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks.
Keep it up. Thanks, bro. All right. Last one we got. Bro, do you sell that deal? Yo. Zay.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome, dude. What's up? How can I help you out?
All right, so I've been watching your course. I've been on it for a while, like for a few weeks now, just like trying to learn all the information, before I really get into it fully. But I called the clerk to try and get like all the probates and stuff, but they never emailed it to me. So I was thinking I should just start going on PropStream and doing it like that. But I ain't know if I should find my title company first before I want to start looking for sellers.
Zay, are you a guy that gives up easy?
Nah.
No, you're not, right?
Nah.
Bro, follow up with them. Hey, you didn't send it to me. Send it to me. I know you probably, bro, these are like government workers, man. They don't want to work hard. And unless you actually push them, they're not going to do anything for you.
All right, because I'm in PA. And I know like the market's good here. I was hearing the market is good here. Yeah, by Lancaster.
Okay. Not a bad area.
Yeah. So that's my main thing right now. And then I had another about the title the title companies. I should look for that first.
Yeah, let's find a good title company first. You're going to easily find a good one. I mean, heck, even if you have to go to Philly, you'll find one. But try to get one locally to you. What part of Lancaster? Like, are you closer to Harrisburg or are you closer to Philly?
Yeah. I'm closer to Harrisburg.
So whatever area around there, just trying to find the best wholesaling friendly one. Even if it's 30 minutes away, if they're good for wholesaling, they're definitely worth it. And you should just go on Facebook, find one that's really friendly for it, ask around. I think you'll easily find it.
All right. So what you think I should set like as my goal as far as like for the week? Like, should I continue to look for like more sellers?
Yeah, seller's going to be your biggest priority.
Yeah.
So let's find that title company first, because
Mhm.
if you get a deal and you can't have a title company, it's a dead deal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So let's work on the title company. It should take you maybe a couple hours. Drink some coffee in the morning, whatever, and just do it right. You could, bro, you go on Facebook tonight, go to all the Pennsylvania real estate groups and find it.
And find the title company.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to search Harrisburg. Maybe try Lancaster, whatever county you're in. Try that county first, but or you can just call all the title companies around town. But I'd rather you ask on Facebook on like all the groups. There's guru groups that have it. Don't buy their course or something like that. But just keep calling around there. Then tomorrow morning, call, whoop some butt, let people know, hey, you didn't send me the list. Give me the list. Do it nicely, obviously, and just take names, man. Right. So get that list and start calling it.
Yeah, because when I went on the site, when I went on the PA site, like it was confusing, and like I ain't gonna lie, that's why I had to call her for help, and she walked me through it. But even when she walked me through it, I still don't even think that was the right way, you know, because she was trying to like she was kind of acting like she was in a hurry. So I guess I'll call again.
Dude, keep calling. Hey, remember what you said you're going to call it? Just following up on it. Don't be mean. Be nice.
Yeah.
And being nice will go a really long way with these people. And just remind them. And sometimes you have to be super annoying. And you're so annoying, you're like, oh my gosh, this Zay guy's annoying me. I'm just going to get in the list and get out of my hair. Unfortunately, you have to do that. And I've had to do that on so many occasions. But maybe that's your problem. But between you and me, dude, it's actually good that they're not just giving that list out like candy, which means it's a little more rare to have, which makes your list way more valuable.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dude, you're right. So you know what to do. Title company first, work on that list, pull more lists, go after it.
All right. And what days do you be going on live? It's only on Sundays?
I go live on Sunday. So let's do the week. So I go live on Tuesdays. I go live on Wednesdays. I go live on Thursdays. I go live on Rick goes live on Fridays on Flip with Rick. And then this channel goes live on Sundays. Rick on his channel, Rick Ginn, he goes live on Mondays. If you could probably talk to him tomorrow if you want to. He'll help you out, but he's going to say the same thing as me. And so he goes live too. So 6 days a week on all 4 channels. So yeah.
All right, for sure. Because I've been trying to get live with you for a little minute now.
Bro, the earlier you get on, it's like a line. It's like a queue. And if I haven't talked to you before, I'll talk to you. And if I talk to you this week, I probably won't talk to you this week. I'll talk to one person once a week. And so everyone can be able to talk to me. But the earlier you get on, the better, man. So I appreciate being able to talk to you. I'm pretty sure I will remember you, but if I forget, just remind me. Hey, dude, I'm in Lancaster. I'm like, okay, I remember this guy.
All right, I got you.
Out, man.
I appreciate you.
All right, dude. I appreciate the attitude. I think you have a great attitude. Use that attitude into your business and keep it up, dude. I know you can do it.
I got you. I'm gonna check back in with you.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thanks, Zay. He's got a cool name, Zay. I'm Zach. Not a lot of Z guys around here, so I appreciate it. Guys, if you have a good attitude, a good work ethic, you got the 3 C's, you're consistent, you're courageous, you have confidence, there's nothing that's going to stop you. When life gives you a wall and you break through that wall, it doesn't matter how hard that wall is and how long it takes you to break it, you will go out here and break the wall and become successful. That is what it's all stinking about. I'm telling you guys, That's what it's about. If you can go out here and take the action, you'll do well. So guys, if you want to go out here, learn wholesaling real estate absolutely for free, go to my free wholesaling course below, freewholesaling.com, and I'll see you guys soon. So Rick's on tomorrow. Go see him on his channel. It's called Ginn. And subscribe to this channel too while you're at it. And appreciate it. Guys, this is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one. Love your support. Keep it up, guys. freewholesaling.com.